Alright guys, today is the first MTB Pro Slam that I'm gonna do. I'm fishing with Jung today. We are on the Occoquan Reservoir. First, let's unbox this baby. Let's see what we got. The River 2C Mad Yabby. It's gigantic. It's like a nice light June bug color. Next we have the Echo 1.75. Dives 3 to 5 feet. It's a little square bill made by Rattle Trap, or made by from the makers of Rattle Trap. Nice little shad color, green back, pretty sharp hooks on here too. Alright, this is the Lucky Craft CB250. It's pearl threadfin shad. This should definitely do well today. This one probably dives like 10 to 12 feet. It's like a medium diver. Right here, I paid 15 bucks for this box. This bait alone cost 15 bucks, so there you go. This is the Impact Lures Structure Guard jig. I don't know how much of a fan I am about not having the fiber weed guards. This is one that has let's see what this looks like. Almost like this giant rubber piece that goes over the hook like that. We'll see how this works. I mean, I'll throw this thing around all day. I have no idea how this is going to affect the fishing, but we'll see. It's got a nice little trailer holder on there. I really like that when jigs have that on there. It's a nice little add-on. Alright, that's going to go on too. I think that's a 1/2 ounce, by the way. Yeah, it's a 1/2 ounce flipping jig. Charlie's Worms Super Bowl shaky heads. This is an 1/8 ounce. They're like football head style shaky heads. Definitely could have used this when I was out Monday with one rod. We were fishing that super deep bite. Definitely going to throw this around a lot today. This will be fun. And last but not least, we have a Buddha Bait Company. Looks like a 7-inch ribbon tail worm. There you have it. I'm definitely going to Texas rig this. This is like a 10-inch worm. Yeah, I'm going to have to Texas rig this. Alright. Now let's get these on rods and let's get fishing. First thing I realized when I'm rigging everything up with this crazy structure jig, it has a rubber holder for the weed guard. I don't know how I'm going to get the trailer on. I guess you have to take it off every time to put a new trailer on. Not a big fan of that. So I'm actually going to throw the River 2C on as a trailer. I'm going to cut this thing in half and throw it on this jig. It's going to be a pretty big jig, to be honest, but whatever. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a Super Bowl shaky head. I have this thing rigged up on the 7-foot medium Ducket Ghost, 20-pound braid, and the 10-pound fluorocarbon line. Threw the black trickworm on there. It's my go-to finesse bait. Let's see how it performs today. So let's talk about conditions a little bit. It is a very beautiful morning. It's about 40 degrees out. We have extremely calm conditions, no wind. The water temperature is 55.7 degrees. The water is also down like 4 or 5 feet. You can tell by the bank how much it's down. So we're going to have to adjust accordingly to this. I think we might have to fish a little bit deeper. But let's see what the fish tell us. Okay guys, I'm going to rig the giant Buddha Bait worm up on this 3/8 ounce VMC shaky head football style joint. I don't know what you want to call this. Football shaky head? Football jig? Whatever you want to call it, that's what the 10-inch worm is going on. The CB250 by Lucky Craft is going on the 7-foot medium heavy Zillion. It's not really a cranking rod, but it's all I got to use right now, so that's what's going to happen. This Lucky Craft crankbait has some really nice rattles in it. They're actually really loud. I'm sure you can hear them. It has a pretty erratic action too. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call that a tight wobble. Yeah, it's pretty erratic. This thing should do some action today. That one?
Yep.
Nice. First fish of the day. What's that on?
Square man. I told you I'm gonna catch one through. I told you I'm gonna catch one off his face today.
There we go.
That rock, dude.
Nice.
You know,
What'd you catch it on?
It's
Oh.
Strike King. This is 1.5. Silent though, no rattle. They don't like the rattle here.
Nice. Maybe that's my problem with that Lucky Craft. It's got the rattles.
Man, it's a pretty fish though.
That's a pretty fish.
Nice, nice.
It's not bad. Good start.
Yep.
Right up there on the rocks, right?
Yep.
All right, first fish of the day. Coming on this secondary point with the rocks. Just getting beamed with the sun. They're obviously holding a little bit of extra heat. Solid start, not bad.
Told you I'm gonna catch one off his face.
You called it. Rock and wood. Yeah, both hold heat.
Yep.
In this colder water, it'll definitely help. We'll keep going a little bit. There's definitely fish around here. All right, there we go. There's that crazy jig I'm throwing right now. Doesn't look that bad. I don't mind it. It's got big claws, but the body of it's not like humongous. All right, this is a pretty good test actually for this crazy impact structure jig. Flipping this tree. Getting up in the thick stuff. It's doing pretty well so far. It hasn't gotten snagged. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so one fish so far. None for me, but I'm trying all these new baits, so it's crazy. It's spot number 2. We are on the main lake. We're gonna be fishing some rocky points and a little bit of a bluff wall up here. I'm gonna start off with this shaky head. Hopefully get a leg up on the MTB Slam. You got one? Got another one? There you go. On the square bill again, coming through. Nice. Real shallow? Here we go.
Pretty, man. The colors are beautiful on these fish.
Yeah, there's a really pretty fall fish. Jung is killing it with the square bill. Nope, I gotta do the slam.
That slam's gonna be a bust, dude.
That slam's gonna be a bust, dude.
I hate to say it, but
I know.
base don't look promising.
It's not very fall friendly, but
No, it's not.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it work.
Alright, dude.
Come on, fish, please. Help me do this slam. Oh, I just missed it. I just had one bite this 10-inch worm. I was like a second late on the hook set. Wow. I didn't even think I had a bite. I was like, what am I stuck on? And then it pulled back. Damn it. I mean, it's a pretty big bait. Water's a little bit stained down here. Looks like a little bit dirtier than when we launched. Remember how clear it was up at Fountainhead? Maybe that's what, I mean, the cleaner water might actually be better. We might have to move up that way later. It's crazy. They're literally sitting right on top of that drop. So we just marked a bunch of fish sitting right here on the back side of this windy point. We're gonna fish for them for like 5 or 10 minutes, see if we can get any of them to bite. They're sitting right in about 12 feet of water. Hopefully we can connect. Fire up the school, man. Fire up the school. Oh, got bit. Oh, damn. Might be crappie or something. I just got bit though. That's so funny. That's awesome.
This crappie there, bite the jerkbait.
Yeah, they will. That was a really small bite, but it was a bite. Well, that didn't work. Moved up lake a little bit to find some cleaner water. This does look a little bit less stained. We're gonna be fishing a bluff wall with some wood and rock. And obviously leaves everywhere. Got him? Yes! It's a giant!
Dude, at Lake Curtis, I shit you not, they're all this size.
Serious?
Yeah, they're all this size. Like,
Damn, that sucks. Nice catch.
oh my god.
Number 4. I could just take a dink, you know, like why? It's gotta be so difficult. I'm not really a big fan of this crankbait. It's not running really well. It's super shallow too. I think it's only like 3 feet. Got one? Hey, you got one. Is it a good one? No. It's a decent one. Nice, dude. That's the biggest one of the day, I think. It was super shallow, right? Barely hooked. Nice. There you go. Probably like a pound and a half. Probably a pound and a half, yeah. Nice catch, dude. There it goes. Is that number 5 for you?
Yeah.
Sick. On the 1.5 again? Nice. Hey, that fish was super shallow. Oh! Damn, I just had one, yeah. Bent the shit out of my hook. Alright, well, I just missed another one on the 10-inch worm there. Bent my hook out pretty good. Yeah, it'd be dope. Oh, I just missed one again. Damn it, dude. This is so weird.
You got bit?
Yeah, it literally had it and was running. It just let it go. Alright, legitimately the last cast. I'm pulling the trolling motor up, actually. God, let there be a fish on the end of this line one time. Nope, they hate me. All the fish hate me.
Shit, when I get my truck in a year or two, I'm gonna hit up some spots on my
Damn it, I just missed one.
Really?
I swear to God.
You picked it up?
It picked it up and was running left. They must just be grabbing it right behind the tail or something, because that was 100% a fish, and it 100% like had it and was running. Okay, so I got totally annihilated out there that day. The bite was extremely tough. I ran into a couple of friends that fish the res pretty regularly. They only caught a few fish as well. So I only had a few bites throughout the day on this shaky head trick worm and the 10-inch worm. I had no bites on any of the moving baits, which is kind of interesting because Jung was only catching fish on that crankbait. He caught one on the shaky head too. I don't know. I'm gonna call this one a mystery torture box because it was so bad. Can't wait for the next one though. I'm pretty excited. It was a fun challenge. I highly recommend grabbing this box if you guys haven't done it before. Give it a shot. It's 15 bucks. There's like a $10 off coupon. I highly recommend it. I'm definitely going to do next month's box as well. Hopefully it will go a little bit better than this one. But anyways, stay tuned to some more videos. I took last week off. I have a lot of editing to do, so I'm going to be pushing a lot of videos out in the next couple weeks. See you guys soon.